Please join me in giving her a very warm welcome. This is Angelina Valente.
Hi. Look at all your smiling faces out there. I guess some people have to tune. You guys having a good time? Thus far? We haven't even started yet, technically, but oh my God. I'm like, oh, I know you guys. I know so many people here right now. Okay. I was a little scared to look out into the audience, but here we are.
Raise the doors and
It's hunger and it's flowing in my veins. It's pushing me to the edges of tomorrow. So I go searching for it, every man I meet, instead of asking myself what it is I think I need. Will I find it in another sunset, or in the quiet, still of winter? Or will I see it in another blue sky, or in the storm that's been raging, coming up from deep inside? You gotta steady your heart when the tidal wave starts. So you're ready and you're rooted to the earth. You gotta free up your mind when you're walking through fire, so the flames don't push and pull against you. It's a hard, hard time, but we'll make it. Maybe there's guilt for the one I couldn't say. The next one still him on me with a different face. So I grip tight, I hope and he'll be the one who stays. But the tighter I hold, all the faster he folds, and I'm the one to blame. Steady your heart when the tidal wave starts. So you're ready and rooted to the earth. You gotta free up your mind when you're walking through fire, so the flames don't push and pull against you. It's a hard, hard time, but baby, we'll make it Thanks. Very cool. This is Crazy Pants. I'm gonna let everybody get their take their seats for a second. Yeah, I was just sitting up here thinking, like, after that song, I was like, oh my God, I need a quiet one. And then I was like, good thing I put that next on the set list. So yeah, this next song we're about to do, I want to tell you a little bit about it. So we all went through 2020. We all know what that was. So we were actually just talking about this in the green room before we came out, and how as musicians, you know, everyone was really, and a lot of people went through a very tough time. So I want to recognize that. But as musicians, we were just talking in the back, we were just like, oh yeah, so hard. All I'm doing is this all day. Like, this is all I want to do. This is all I have time for. It's amazing. We had a great time, but until, yeah, well, whatever. But so, yeah, and I spent a lot of time writing. I was very lucky. I'd wake up every morning and just kind of like have my very slow breakfast, and I'd get to sit down and be able to like play some piano, and then I'd go and I'd like meditate, and I was like, wow, I'm feeling great. If I don't die in the grocery store, like that'll be good. But I was sitting down one day, and I was living at my parents' house, and Their house is in Galway. I don't know if you've ever been out there, but it's lovely out there. Yeah, we love Galway. We love Galway. Shout outs for small towns. And we live very much in the middle of nowhere. It was the last dirt road in Galway. Still is. Still dirt. Still dirt. But it's honestly lovely, and it's, you know, there are never cars on it. I can walk up and down the road and never pass anyone, and it's amazing. So we have a lot of wildlife and things, and it was a really nice spring day, so I sat down to play piano, and I like opened my window, and I'm like, oh, it's so nice and peaceful, and I can hear birds chirping, and I love this. And I sat down to play, and I was like, this is so inspiring. And then all of a sudden I hear this like incredible, just like bang, 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 bang. And I was like, what is that? So it was this woodpecker banging on a metal trailer in my parents' front yard. And I was like, wow, that is the least just nice thing to listen to while I'm trying to write music. So I was like, I'm gonna go do something else. We'll come back to this later. So afternoon goes by, I'm like, let's try this again. So I sit down to start writing again, and all of a sudden I'm playing, and I hear this super soft, just like, and I'm like, oh my God, that frickin' woodpecker found a tree. And I thought it was amazing. I was like, wow, congrats, man. Like, that's cool. Because like sometimes you can just bang your head against a metal trailer the entire day. But sometimes you get lucky, and then you find, you know, a soft, nice little tree that has the things you actually want in it, which is cool. And I wrote this whole song about this whole experience. And then one day I was playing this to a group of people, and this guy was like, well, I have something to say about woodpeckers. And I was like, well, okay. I was like, what's up? And he goes, actually, they do that to like attract mates. And I was like, well, that ruins my entire basis for this song, but thank you, sir. And I was like, I'm going to play it anyway, and I'm going to continue to tell this story. So this is a song I call, fittingly, The Woodpecker. Very original, yeah. I only say it once in the song, too, so.
What do you suppose the birds say when they twitter back and forth? Are they asking, are you okay? Or what is all this for? Do you think they ever want more? There's that woodpecker I woke up to this morning, banging on the trailer in the front yard. Now he's knocking on that tree. Change it all again before I fall asleep tonight. Isn't it remarkable how we're ever changing? We learn from our mistakes, just trying to find what feels alright. There's that little voice within me, and I know it knows what's best. But as the years pass by, dampened, buried underneath the noise of all the rest. So I close my eyes and listen, and it drowns out all the sound. No need to know where I am headed, long as I guide my 2 feet and the ground. And I'm not who I was when I woke up this morning, and I'll change it all again before I fall asleep tonight. Isn't it remarkable how we're ever changing? We learn from our mistakes, just trying to find what feels. ever so gently and finding
Thank you. Thanks. All right, so I got another story for you. This one's maybe a little sadder than the other one, but so this next song I'm about to do is a song called Over the Rainbow. It's actually kind of cool. We're going to have one more person come out here, JP. He's going to be with us tonight too, but all of us, we spent last week in the studio, which was really cool. So most of the songs you're hearing tonight are going to be on a new record that I'm going to be releasing in, I think, October. Yeah. Thank you. It was funny, actually. I had an interview with the Gazette on Monday evening, and she was like, well, what's the name of it going to be? And I was like, you know what? I have no idea. So she was like, well, that would be good for promo purposes. And I was like, probably, yes, but not yet. So we're getting there eventually. But this song, we finally put this song down last week, which was really cool. And I've only ever played it by myself before, so it was so incredible hearing the life that this band just gives it. And it's everything I've kind of heard in my head and never been able to do by myself. So it's very, very cool being able to like see things come to fruition that way. And I'm very grateful to all these people who have made that happen, which is really cool. Plus also James, who's not here tonight, but was also on the record. So this song is very important to me. So in 2018, my mom was diagnosed with brain cancer, and it was just a punch to the gut for pretty much everybody. And it took me a long, long time, I think, to really let it settle in my body and figure out how to write songs about it. It just wasn't nothing. I couldn't do anything about it. I'd sit and I'd try and I'd try and I'd try, and nothing was coming out. And I was like, it's not ready, I'm not processing. And then this one day, my mom used to own the pottery studio across the street. And when she got sick, I kind of took everything over. And so I was working there one day, and by myself, and it's like the middle of winter. It's like January of 2019. And I'm sitting there, and whatever, I'm doing what I'm doing. Maybe I'm like putting the decorations in the window or something. And all of a sudden, I see this man come down the street, this block right here, right outside of here. And I see him slip and fall on this patch of black ice. And I'm sitting there, and I'm looking at him, and he's just laying there, and he's laying there, and he's laying there. And I'm panicking immediately. I'm like, what do I do about this? Like, and I'm looking around, I'm like, where is the adult? Like, what? How is this up to me? Like, what's going on? So I'm like, I have to go out there. So I run out there, and I like look at him, and he's out cold. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, oh my God, like, what do I do about this? So I'm kind of like, I'm standing there, I'm just saying like, sir. It's like all I can think of to do. And I'm like, I have to call 911. So I call 911. And the woman on the phone is, well, how old do you think he is? And I was like, I don't know. He's like dead on the ground. Like, I don't know what's going on. She's like, okay, when did this happen? I was like, I don't know, like a minute ago. Like, I don't know what's time. Like, I just couldn't even comprehend what was going on. So he starts to come to, and then she's like, can you ask him his name? So I'm asking him his name, and he can't speak, can't do anything. So I'm just like, well, then this lady's on the phone with me, and I'm like, can we just get paramedics here? Like, why are you asking me these questions? Like, I don't know what to do. So paramedics finally get there. He comes to a little more. They're asking him his name, and he can't say it. They're asking him where he is, and he can't say it. And I had this flashback to my mother in the hospital, the only other time I ever heard someone ask that question. And the doctor's looking at my mom saying, can you tell us your name? She couldn't say it. Can you tell us where you are? She couldn't say it. And I was sitting there watching this happen, and I was like, wow. And it just brought me right back to that place. And I have a really nice relationship with Rick Sleeper over at the Cock and Bull, and when I was living in Galway, he'd let me go into the barn when they were closed on any time I wanted to go, actually, and just play the piano and sit in that room and write music. And so I wrote this song in that room, and that day, it was, I had been trying to write a song about my mom for months and months and months, and nothing was happening. And then this moment, bam, just shot me into like that moment. And I immediately left and drove to Galway and wrote this song in that room. And still can't get through it without crying most times. So, so we'll see if we get lucky this time. But this is a song called Over the Rainbow.
They close just like his. The last time I saw anything like this. Tell us your name and where you are. You look at her and think it shouldn't be I'd like to go over the rainbow, where those bluebirds fly. Maybe then we'd know what it's all for. Maybe then we'd find a reason to smile. I walked to get flowers, the wind whipped my face. They said she couldn't have them, but anything to get out of that place. 'Cause when you realize the one thing you need is the only person you can to go over the rainbow, where those bluebirds fly. Maybe then we know what it's all for. Maybe then we find a reason to smile. Look back and think it's been one hell of a year, and keep looking for answers and only find tears. And I'm sorry the fight had to be put on you. It's the only one strong enough to make it through. I think I'd like to go over the rainbow, where those bluebirds fly. Everything's in technicolor, and we never have to say goodbye. Don't say goodbye. Don't say goodbye. Goodbye. Don't say
Thank you. I was just trying to like look at him and make him be like, look at me, and then I was like, I could just say his name. There we go, that works, yeah. 1, 2, ready? Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, ready. Thank you. Thanks. All right, we're going to bring out another good friend of ours here to come out and play some keys while I play some uke. JP, if you want to come out of that little black door over there. side, right? Yeah, I think so. Okay, yeah, I hope so. All right.
You know, I've been feeling heavy, and I know you have too. So come sit right down beside me, and our troubles will be few. I'm gonna lay down by the riverside and listen to the water as it rolls. It's the sweetest kind of music, just listening to those wildflowers grow. What good can it do letting that weight bear down on you? I'm gonna lay down by the riverside and listen to the water roll. Gonna drop those scenes from years ago. Gonna let my soul begin again. Forget those stories I've been told. I'm gonna lay down by the riverside and listen to the water as it rolls. It's the sweetest kind of music, just listen to those wildflowers grow. What good can it do letting that weight bear down on you? I'm gonna lay down by the riverside and listen to the water roll. Thank you. Okay. I can't believe how fast that time went by. Holy smokes. All right. I think we're going to do one more in this set. We're going to squeeze it in. Take me out to the ball game over there. All right, we're going to do a little song that, oh my God. Okay. We're
going to do a little song that requires some audience participation, I think. So I know that some of you know this. Do, 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 do. We got to take him off the stage. I don't know what's going on back there. Can't control him. Put an instrument in front of him. Most of these guys put an instrument in front of them and they can't like sit still or quiet. It's amazing. But yeah, so we're going to do a little song. And some of you I know were even... I recorded this song for a live album that I did at the Cock and Bull a few years ago, and I know some of you were in the room for this, so I know some of you know your parts already, okay? We're relying on you, but if not, you can follow these guys up here. They know what they're doing, hopefully. I'm joking, they're amazing. So this song is a song called Light. So what happens is, yeah, thank you, wow. Cool. So what happens is on the chorus, I sing, I don't want to be heavy, and you sing, I want to find the light. We have harmony? What is going on? Okay. Wow. We know it. Okay, so I guess I should stop teaching it, maybe. I don't know. But then, okay, just one time through. So we go. I don't want to be heavy, want to find the light. I don't want to be dark. Want to find the light. Okay, I just got chills, guys. That was amazing. All right, I guess, and then I'm gonna sing a little piece, and then that happens again. Okay, so you're gonna do that 2 times in the chorus. Do we feel good? Okay, amazing. Grandfather's bed, tried to remember all the words he said, like how he called me Angeline, and all the places he had seen. And though he didn't have that much to say, I learned to listen as we wiped our tears away. I don't want to be heavy, I don't want to be dark, I don't want to feel all these thoughts weighing hard on my mind. I want to know peace, I want to know life, I want to feel love in my heart before I die. 'Cause life's too short for all the tears I cry. I watched her weep and hold on to his hand. Her legs so weak she could barely stand. Holding on in a hospital room. Suddenly 84 feels too soon, and watching this real love come to an end. I learned to be patient and don't settle fast. Don't wanna be heavy, I don't wanna be dark, I don't wanna feel all these thoughts weighing hard on my mind. I wanna know peace, I wanna know light, I wanna feel love in my heart before I die. 'Cause life's too short for all the tears, and sometimes it comes crashing in so hard that you can't breathe. And sometimes it'll hit you in a way you won't believe. And sometimes it's so far away you can feel the world turn green till the flowers bloom and the trees grow leaves, and you're not heavy and you're not dark, and you
weighing hard on your mind. And you know peace, and you know life, and you knew love in your heart before you died. And you know peace, and you know life, love in your heart before you died. Love in your heart before you die. Love in your heart before you die. 'Cause life's too short for all the tears I've cried. Thank you all so much. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back. Thank you.
We're off the stage now. Let's get back to the reason we're all here tonight. What an amazing night of music it has been so far, and there's only more to come. So please give her a warm welcome back to the stage. This is Angelina Valente.
Hello again. How was your break? Good. I had all week, I've had a different image for how this portion of the night was going to go, and then I was just backstage and I was like, I think we're going to do this instead. So this is what's happening, and you'll never know what it was going to be. But this is a song that I wrote right March of 2020, really. It was like probably, what was that? Like that Sunday was March 15th. We were supposed to have a show at the Depot out in Cambridge. I don't know if any of y'all have ever been out there, but if you like it here, you'll love it out there. It's gorgeous out there. And then we decided to change it to a live stream. It was like this whole thing, and it was this whole, we had like plans. My dad and my brother have the same birthday, and they were supposed to come out, and it was going to be the show and the birthday and the whole thing, and it was like, whoa. And then everything fell apart. And I just remember it was like that Saturday, everything was closed, and I was like, what are we going to do? Like, what is happening with the world? And all I could think was, I got to get to the ocean because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it in the rest of this summer. Like, who knows what's going to happen? So I hopped in the car and I drove out, and I made it to this, I don't know if any of you have ever been to, there's like a footbridge beach in Maine. And I made it out there, and I was like so excited. I was like, I'm gonna cross this, look at this cute bridge. I'm gonna cross this bridge, I'm gonna get to the ocean. And I like walk right up, and it's like blocked off, and it's like, beach is closed. And I was like, oh no. It was terrible. So I just kind of like stood there at the edge of the bridge, and I was like, and it was kind of cool because there was this almost little like inlet that came underneath the bridge. So I just kind of like stood under the bridge in this like weird, muddy, like gross kind of like thing. And I was like, this is the ocean, this counts. And then I got in my car and I drove back home, and I got back home and I looked on the counter and I saw my wallet sitting there, and I was like, oh my God, I just drove 5 hours and back to Maine without my license in the middle of a pandemic. So not my best moment, but then I wrote a song about it.
I drove all the way to the ocean in the middle of this pandemic just to get my mind off you. 2 hours ago I realized I never took my license. Sometimes you just get lucky. It was closed as I thought it might be, but I could still taste the salt on my lips and smell it in the air. And I thought how different things would have been if you were there, if you were there. Now I'm in the shower thinking about all the things I do and how I don't do them for me. They're all just to impress you, whoever that knew you may be. What does that mean for me? What does that mean for me? The time we have is precious. Everyone you meet's got their own story to tell. So never be afraid to ask those questions and then turn them in as well. Like why it is you always go and fall for the ones who don't fall back. That good thing was standing right in front of you, but the other one came and took your hand. Where does that leave me? Where does that leave me? Oh, it would have been 3 minutes and 4 hours of different music I wouldn't have heard. That how the artists changed while painting their canvases, what gives it its worth. And as the tide rolls in, I take off my shoes and tiptoe gently in the water. The pigeons coo, it's freezing, I know that I've lost you, but none of it matters. Who else could I be? I stand and ask the sea.
So I was backstage on our break, and I was like, do I have to pee, or is it nervous pee? I can't really tell. And I was like, I think I do have to pee. And then I was like, I drank an entire water bottle while I was on stage. Because when I get nervous, the first thing that happens is my mouth gets dry, which is like the worst thing that can happen as a singer. I like don't understand it. God. But this is a song I wrote. I was watching the sunset out of my window. And it's okay. Really ruining the mood there. That was my brother, everybody. I can see you. But yeah, this is this song. It's called Rental Space. Every time I say it, generally someone laughs. It's a very odd thing that happens with this song. Whenever I announce it, someone like giggles, and I'm like, oh my God. There was one time I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna play this song called Rental Space, and this woman like burst out laughing, and I was like, what? She goes, this is so funny because I was just going to a storage unit to get rental space. And I was like, amazing. It was insane.
Sunsets behind the trees, I'm lost in memories, old ones of you and me, and all the things we've been through. Oh, let me tell you. Drunk walks through the park, long talks till after darkness has spread across the city. What I wouldn't give to have you tell me once again I'm pretty. Oh, now I'm talking about you to my friends all the time, not now and then. You've taken up rental space in my head. I had that dream again. Now the sky's turned orange, dear. Sure wish you were here. I'm scared of the dark, but there's nothing to fear when you're lying so near to me. I can feel the heat radiating off your skin. Last time I saw you, you asked me if that song was about you. I regret that I said nothing, but in the moment it's so hard to just say. Yep. There was that one, then another, and another, and another, and then this. In case that wasn't obvious, now I'm talking about you to my friends. All the time, not now and then. You've taken up rental space in my head. I had that dream again, oh, the one where you tell me that you're ready. We both let go and just give in, and you kiss me in that way you've been unknown to do when we're alone, just me and you. Now the sky's turned all pastel. I sure wish I could tell you. My stomach pops whenever you drop into my brain, and I just can't tell if you feel the same, though I know you once did. Even though you'll never say it, tell me that you're famous for your lack of words, but I could feel it in the way you'd hold me and you'd ask me not to go. Was it all that long ago? Now I'm talking about you to my friends all the time, not now and then. You've taken up rental space in my head. I wanna have that dream again. Thank you. All right. We're going to bring the boys back out here. What did they tell me to say? They told me to say something. All right, boys, I think is specifically what they told me to say. You just kicked the door. Matt just kicked the door open. All right. Yeah, we're going to play a little song. This is the first song I actually ever wrote on ukulele. And to be honest with you, I wrote it and then I was like, this is terrible. I'm never going to play this for people. And then I was like, no, actually, I really like this. Like, screw it. It doesn't matter if it was the first song you wrote or whatever. I'm going to play it. So, yes, this is a song called You. Yeah. All right. He goes, I remember it now.
Great timing.
Yeah. You say those words to me, I can't believe they're true. And you play those songs for me, and I write these about you. Oh,
Very nice. Wow. That was cool for me too. I didn't really know what was going to happen. So yeah, I want to take a moment and just introduce you guys to the band here. So we'll start on that side. We got Matt Griffin on the bass. Matt's actually he's the kitchen manager here too. So he's a Lena. I don't know. What do we want to call you? And I guess salaried employee with benefits. No. Well, I was gonna say like he's at home here, but I guess I started the sentence wrong. So Matt comes here a lot. And then we have
place.
It's a nice place, like voice of God. And then we have Jimi W on the guitar over here. This is actually Jimmy's first show with us, which is really exciting. We just had our first practice today, which was cool, but also goes to tell you like how talented he really is. So very honored to have him up here with us. Yeah, very, very cool. Very cool. Thanks for being here. And then we got Sam Zucchini on the drums behind me. And I know we all already met him when he popped his head through the door, but we have JP Hubs on the keys over here. Wow. JP got a big cheer. The people love him. Oh, God. All right, I guess I got to look at this. Oh, yeah, thank you. What are we doing here? I'm getting caught up. Which is okay. I also feel like I wanted to address the people on the live or who are watching from the live stream at home. Hi, I just wanted to say hello to all of you out there because I feel like I didn't address you before ever. So I just wanted to say hi and thank you all for watching and thank you all for being here. And we're gonna kick off this set with all the guys up here. So this is a song that I actually wrote when I talked to you earlier about how my mom owned the pottery studio across the street. When there was no one in there, I would just spend my time writing music, which maybe I shouldn't say on stage because now my mom knows that she paid me to write songs. But but actually, this song was technically written after we closed because I shut the doors and it was pouring. It was just about to start pouring rain, and Hattie's right down here. They started pulling out these like big purple patio umbrellas and like putting them on the tables, and it was so windy, and these like poor girls trying to like set up these patio umbrellas are like trying to like get the umbrella like in the table, and I'm like, I think that we should just give up the ghost here, you guys. Like, I don't know, like I don't think this is gonna go very well. But then I was like, oh, I guess I could write a song about that. So this is a song called Caught Up in the Rain.
Thunderstorms approaching and the city gets prepared, hanging purple umbrellas in the alley down the stairs. But those will help keep out the rain and keep us from getting wet. Maybe we should just leave them inside and choose the latter instead. 'Cause it ain't so bad getting caught up in the rain, the way it taps against the asphalt in that old familiar way. Not much for stagnant water, never been one to stay, and the tiniest ripples make the greatest waves. Across the street was the one who came before me, and I can't tell if she knows or if I'm making it out to be more than it is. But she can have you if she wants. I've got to turn around and reach backwards. It isn't what I need, 'cause I'm learning to trust in places yet unseen. Forecasts call for storms ahead, and I've got to let it be, 'cause it ain't so bad getting caught up in the rain. The way it taps against the asphalt in that old familiar way. Not much for stagnant water, never been one to stay. And the tiniest ripples make the greatest. It's like I'm fighting the only. Constantly at war with all the thoughts of what I can't be. At least up here I know I'm safe, and the view can't be beat. But if I never jump, I wonder what could have been. So I'll count backwards from 3. I take a step, reach out my arms, never knowing I could fly. The river beneath me was waiting there to catch me all this time. All that has come before is only what has been, and the story waiting to be told is what lies ahead. 'Cause it ain't so bad getting caught up in the rain. The way it taps against the asphalt in that old familiar way. Not much for stagnant water, never been one to stay. And the tiniest ripples make the greatest wave. The greatest wave.
Thank you. So I wrote this song, kind of found some lyric inspiration. So I have this thing where I'm like utterly terrified of the dark, like really, like it's bad. And sometimes, sorry. And sometimes, someone will tell me, like, maybe you just need, like, immersion therapy. Just get in there and shut the door and just be in the dark. And I'm like, absolutely not. I would have a heart attack and die. Wonder who said that. I know. But I've always had this thought, and there's a line that I wrote in here right at the very beginning. You'll hear it. I'm scared of monsters in the dark. I sing to them when I'm alone. And I think about that. I wrote it because I was like, these scary things in this darkness, these ghosts or whatever is in there, like, it would be really shitty if you freaking came at me, because all I do is just like sing at you in my room all the time. I just write pretty songs for you, and you're gonna attack me? How rude. So that's also sometimes how I fight my fear of the darkness, is I'm like, no, they would never. They would never. I sing you pretty songs. You love me, right? But this is, I think it's a song about just kind of finding yourself and finding your way. It's called Running Through the Trees. Immersion therapy, my ass.
I hear you running through I'm scared of monsters in the dark. I sing to them. There it was. When I'm alone. I hear it call my name. The noise sparks a tiny flame. And those embers start to glow. And I know I'm not alone. Little one, I know it's hard to go back to the start, to learn all that you are and all that you are not. All that is what is now. We suffer to grow. The leaves fall from the tree. Don't close down your heart. You gotta let it all flood in. This is where your story begins. Well, I didn't think I was going to cry. Oh, it's okay. Never mind. Oh, God. All right, we got a couple more for you. This is a song, I'm going to tune a little bit here first. It's actually kind of nice in here. JP and I played a gig outside the other day, and this poor little thing was just like the whole time. It was just the nylon strings on it just don't like to hang out in like super warm, humid weather, and it was very warm and very humid on Saturday, as most of you probably know. But yeah, this is a little song about growing up in a small town. Something about this place just makes me feel at home. Full of people are at the piano all alone, but I feel just fine, just fine. Something about this place just makes me want to cry, like seeing an old friend you've been missing for a while, but I feel just fine, just fine. Our sun rises in the east and it sets down in the west, but there's something about our stars, they shine brighter than the rest. Maybe it's the way the people never change, or how I've known my best friend since before the first grade, or maybe it's how I had to come back down to fit all the pieces that were missing until now. I look across the street and think about high school, stuck on that stupid boy or with my nose in some book, but I feel just fine, just fine. Our sun rises in the east and it sets down in the west, but there's something about our stars, they shine brighter than the rest. Or maybe it's the way that people never change, or how I've known my best friend since before the first grade, or maybe it's how I had to come back down to fit all the pieces that were missing until
Thank you. All right, this is the time of the night when I gotta say goodbye. Again, yes. But is it a nervous bee? Not anymore. I just really, I like can't get this out of my body and off of my chest enough. Just like, thank you. Thank you all for just being here. Thank you all. I know there was like so many of you that also like voted for me in the Nippertown thing, and like that happened, which was really cool. Yeah, that was awesome. And just all of you coming here and buying tickets. And I know that I've just been all over my social media like, come see the show. But I mean, if you're here, you know why. I just had a feeling tonight was going to be real special. I've played in this room literally since I was 15, which is crazy to think about. Like, I played open mics in, like, they call it the old Caffe Lena, right? But yeah, played in that room. Like, it's so crazy to me. Like, you'd come up the stairs and just how different it looked. But the cookies taste the same, which is awesome and is exactly what you want. And yeah, I just remember my mom like pushing me to come here to open mics, and I was like, I don't want to do this. Like, I hate this. And then I'm like, here I am, and this is all I ever want to do all the time. So sometimes people know what you want before you do, I think. But yeah, so from the bottommost part of my heart all the way up, I just want to say thank you. And yeah, thank you. Thanks. And I just want to give a round of applause for these guys up here with me, too. Because this show wouldn't be half as fun without them. So yeah, so we got one more for you. And then we're going to bid y'all a very fond farewell. But yeah, thanks for being here. I can't believe it's already over. I just had such a blast. So thank y'all. And you know, come out to shows, support your local artists that you love. They need it, I promise. And yeah, I feel like I could cry, so I don't want to talk anymore. But yeah, we're gonna sing one more for you. Yeah, I know. Like the Lollipop Guild.
Yeah.
think of how grateful you are just to be here, and how without darkness you wouldn't know light. We're charting a course with no need to be charted. We're praying the stars for our dearly departed. We're living in the pain of our broken hearts when the love that we needed was there all along. We're charting a course with no need to be charted. We're praying the stars for our dearly departed. We're living in the pain of our broken hearts when the love that we needed was there all along. Oh, the love that we needed was there all along. I said the love that we needed was there all along. Thank you.
Before we get into this, I just, again, really want to say thank you, and I really want to thank Caffe Lena for having us. It's been such a pleasure to be here, and this is a very, very special room. So I feel very lucky to be here with all of you sharing this evening. It's amazing. Could I sound more businesslike? But also, I really, really, really just want to give a huge hand for Joe on the sound. I've done many, many shows with him here, including like musical theater, cabarets, and he was just back there like, I'm going to turn all the microphones down. So loud. But yeah, so we're going to do a little fun little thing. So if you guys know it, and I'm sure a lot of you will, feel free to definitely sing along. Yeah.